guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lakin. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining us again today. It is the new year, 2020. Happy New Year. This video is going up a little later, but I'm a mama of 3 now, so you know, things are going to take me a little longer. Speaking of that, my kids are downstairs watching a movie with their dad, so if you hear anything in the background, that's what that is. I have a 6-month-old, a 4-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and a husband, and they're all home today. So let's just get into this video. I want to help you watching this achieve your goals this year and stay motivated and try to get your life together. And I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I do to accomplish those goals, or the things that have worked for me in the past. There's my baby. So yeah, if you want to see what I do to accomplish my goals and stay motivated, then just keep watching. Thing that I love, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So my first advice is to write everything down, or you can put it on your phone, whatever works for you, but make sure you are getting it out of here and into your phone or onto a piece of paper so you can read it again, check it off, whatever you need to do to complete that task. You have to clear some mental space up here sometimes to make room for new things, so writing it down is a great way to get it out of your head, get it on paper, and then be able to do it and check it off. I like to use the calendar on my phone, which if most people have a smartphone nowadays, you have a calendar on your phone. And I go through, like at the beginning of the year, I'll go through all 12 months and I'll put in everyone's birthdays, every date that I already know we have something planned. I go ahead and stick it in my phone. Birthday parties for my kids, days that I know a certain reoccurring bill is due, like my credit cards. I have 2 credit cards, one's due on the 4th and one's due on the 16th every month. Put that in. Everything that I need to put in for the year that I can think of, I do that at the beginning of the year, and then I also do it at the end of the year, and then I do it each month and even each week. So say the last day of December, I'll go through the entire year on my calendar, put in what I can. Then I'll go through all of January specifically, because that's the month I'm in now, go through and put in each thing. Like for the 1st is New Year's Day, make my son's 6-month appointment. The 4th, credit cards due. Next week, make my 4-year-old's appointment for the doctor. The week after that, or a few days later, I have a payment that comes out. Then we're going on a trip from the 13th to the 16th, so I put in each day, the day we're leaving, the day we'll be gone, and the day we're coming home. And then I have a date in here for payday for me. I get paid once a month, and so I put that in there. So that's all I have for this month, but it gives me an overview of the month, of what is coming up, what we've got going on, and I kind of have a better idea of what I need to be doing each day. And then to further that, I am a homeschool mama, I'm a YouTuber, I do makeup on the side, mostly during wedding season. I don't really have anything right now, so I have to really stay on top of my planning and scheduling those things. So for homeschool, I have this weekly planner for my daughter that she writes down what she's doing that week, and it's just a fun one for kids, excuse the mess, but just write down everything that she did that day. Instead of writing down what she's doing, I have her write down what she did. And then it has must do this week, special events, don't forget to. And then for myself as a teacher, since I have 2 students, I have this lesson planner, and then I just go through and I just plan weekly instead of monthly or planning my whole year out, because life happens and things change pretty quickly around here, so I like to just plan weekly for our schoolwork. I consider myself a pretty spontaneous person, so for example, this is what one of our school weeks looks like. This is for 6th grade and pre-K, and I just write down each thing that I want to do each day and each subject, and it just helps us to get more done. And then I can go back and see what all we did that year. Next, I would highly suggest meal planning. I've had this pad for a long time and I have not used it, but I want to start using it. Typically, I do the Kroger grocery pickup, so when I meal plan, I just go through as I'm grocery shopping and say, okay, Monday I want to make this and I'll shop for that. Tuesday I want to make this and I'll shop for that. But now I want to start really like writing it out, what I'm going to be making each week. And I'm going to use this pad. My mom gave me this it was off of Amazon. Meal planning will help save you money, and yeah, I'm just all about saving money and planning ahead. And you can plan to eat healthier, and you can even plan for days you want to eat out. Like if you want to eat out one day a week or one lunch a week or something, you can still plan for that. Or if you want to plan a leftover day, that's what I like to do. So just having a plan in place, especially when you're making food for a family of 5. I want to show you this journal. I actually got this at the Renaissance Festival last year. I came across a video that I thought was great. I'm a very anxious person. I have anxiety, I have panic attacks, and one thing that has really helped me deal with that struggle is journaling. Everything that is stressing me out at the moment, I'll go in this journal, and to just get it off of my chest really quickly, I will go through and just journal everything that I'm thinking about, everything that I'm worried about, and get it off of my chest. And then I can like pray about it or whatever I need to do, make a plan to resolve that problem or that issue. I can put those in here and brainstorm ideas, ways to solve those problems, or not, just get it out of my head and off my chest. And this is great for stress relief and self-care. In my opinion, this helps me so much. So I highly recommend using your calendars, planners, apps. There are so many great apps that I use to plan. I use Trello and my calendar on my phone. And if you're a woman and you have a period, I use a period app to keep track of my monthly cycles and symptoms. But Trello is a free app that you can use, and you can sync it to your Google account, and you can brainstorm ideas. Like, I'm a YouTuber, so I like to put in, anytime I have a video idea, I put that into Trello, and then you can set dates for when you want to have it completed, and you can change it to an idea, done, doing, and then you can archive it once it is completed. So I really enjoy using that app for YouTube because I can just brainstorm all my video ideas, and if there's a day where I want to film but I don't know what to film, I can go look at my list and say, hey, I want to do this today, or hey, I don't really want to do that ever again, or ever, so I can just delete it. But if you have an idea, it's good to go ahead and write it down so you don't forget it later, and when you do have time to complete that task, you can go back and look at it. And you can use Trello for anything, and you can even invite others who are working on projects with you. It's great for collaborating, not just for YouTube, but any business that you're in. You can use it to brainstorm ideas or do projects and get tasks completed, but to have everything right there that you want to work on or are working on currently. And that has helped me tremendously, so I highly recommend using Trello. The thing I'd like to do at the beginning of the year is to look at our finances. Most people get their taxes back at the beginning of the year, so it's a good time to pay off debt, to get your finances in order. So I like to look at how much debt I have, and right now is the most debt I've ever been in, but I actually only have 2 credit cards and they have low limits, and I use those at Christmas, so I want to pay those down. So I came across this app. Carrie Rad actually recommended it in one of her videos. It's the Digit app, and it is just an app that you can connect to your savings account or your checking account, and it will save money for you daily, based on, you know, your numbers in your account. Like if you don't have a lot of money in your account, it'll just take out a few cents a day, so you won't miss it, just like a couple cents. But that, it adds up over time, and I've already saved so much money with it. So I will leave that link below if you want to check out the Digit app. It is a referral link, and once you sign up for it, you'll get your own referral link as well. But sorry, my card was full. I had to delete some things. But yeah, I love to use the Digit app, and you can set savings goals. Like right now I have one for my sister's wedding because her wedding is coming up, so I want to help her out there. My daughter's birthday is coming up, so I have one for gifts. Another one is for vacation. One's for rainy days. Let's see, let me pull it up and I can show you. Well, I'm not going to show you the numbers. I'll show you what the app looks like. This is the app. Excuse the glare from the ring light, but that's the app. So I have one for my credit cards, two for my credit cards, one for each credit card. Rainy day, travel, medical bills, my sister's wedding, gifts. They have one you can add for like student loan debt. You can literally make any kind of savings goal you want for anything that you want to save for. And I've saved a lot, and it does have overdraft prevention. I have gotten one overdraft, but it was because of something else that came out at the same time. But it will alert you when it's going to take money out of your account, and if your account gets low, it will even take money out of like your rainy day savings and put it back in your account so you don't get an overdraft. So I really like this app to help me save, and it is free for the first 100 days, and then it's like $5 a month, I think. So it does have a charge, but it is providing a service for you. It's mindless savings, so if you can't remember every day to move some money to your savings account, this does it automatically for you. So it is providing a service. But if you don't want to do that, then you can just try to remember every day to set aside a little bit of money and move it to your savings account, or however, if you save cash, put it in a safe place in your home. Another thing I recommend for getting your life together is making sure, and staying motivated, is making sure you take a Sabbath or take a day each week to practice some self-care, rest, take a break. Because if you do not, if you're just hustling all the time, you are going to get burnt out, and you're going to get burnt out fast. So make sure you are setting aside a day to take a break. This is really hard for me because anytime I have any free time, I want to use it to get stuff done or get ahead. But that's a good way to burn yourself out. So make sure you're taking breaks. The thing that's going to help you get ahead is going to bed early and waking up early. This is hard for me because I'm a night owl. So if this doesn't work for you, and especially if you don't have kids, I'm most creative at nighttime, so stay up and do stuff at night if that's what helps you. Last night I stayed up till midnight cleaning my room, and I feel great about it because my room's clean today. So I mean, just do what works for you, but make sure you're using your time wisely and being productive, but also making sure you're getting enough rest. Another way to stay motivated is to look at, it's really easy to get overwhelmed, and for me anyway, if I look at the big picture, like right now, I have to homeschool 2 kids, I have a baby, I have YouTube as my part-time job, I have my makeup business, my makeup artist business, a wife, a friend. Like I have so many things that I have on my plate right now. And it's really easy to get overwhelmed. So what I've been doing that has been helping me so much, like looking at the thing that overwhelms me the most, is my home. We do have a larger home. I'm very blessed in that way, but it is a lot to keep up with. So what I've been doing to help me not feel like I'm cleaning all day every day is to clean one whole room each day. So instead of because when I'm cleaning, I like to just pick up and pick up everything and take it where it needs to go, but then I'm all over the house and I'm worn out just from picking up and walking back and forth. So instead of doing that, I've been making myself stay in one room until that one room is completed, and then I actually feel like I've gotten something accomplished that day. And if I keep doing that every day, then the house will pretty much stay in order. I just have to make sure I do a load of dishes and a load of laundry every day and clean one whole room, and if I have more time and more motivation, clean one whole room and one whole bathroom. And that's been helping me keep up with the housework, because it's a lot with homeschooling, and with 3 kids, it's a lot to keep up with. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So if you're trying to accomplish a goal, do it one bite at a time, one small task at a time, and it adds up over time. And make sure you're writing down your accomplishments so you don't feel like you're not getting anything done. Like if you finish something, write things down. To-do lists are your best friends. To-do lists are your friend. Write everything down, make sure you're checking things off, and once you've checked things off, make sure you make a list of the things that you have accomplished, or the major goals that you've set for yourself that you have accomplished at the end of each year, at the end of each month, at the end of each week, each day. So you do feel like, hey, you know what, I'm pretty freaking awesome. I did get this done. Even if I haven't gotten this done, I've gotten all of this done. It's not like I'm doing nothing. Even sometimes it feels that way. But if you go back and actually write down what you have accomplished, you will see that you're pretty amazing and you are doing something. And as long as you're doing something to be productive, something is better than nothing. Don't just sit on the couch and watch TV unless you've set aside some time for that, or that could be your reward. Like say you need to clean one whole room but you really want to watch your favorite show. Well, clean that whole room and say, okay, my reward now is to watch this show because I got something productive done. Start using a reward system. It works with our kids. Use it for yourself. If you're a parent, teach your kids at an early age to help. If they can play with a phone, they can work a washing machine. If they can make a mess, they can clean it up. Sometimes they'll need a little help, but doing something is better than nothing. So make sure you're teaching your kids these things as well, and that will help you keep things in order as well, especially if you're a parent like I am. It will save your sanity, I promise. Ask for help when you need it. This is one I've struggled with as well. I try to do it all. I want to be, everything to everyone, but again, it's a good way to get burnt out and lose your motivation and just get frustrated with everything and just throw your hands in the air and just say, forget it all, I'm not doing anything, because it's too much. So make sure you ask for help when you need it. If your kids make a mess and they've just left it there, go ask them to pick it up. If you need help with something, ask your partner or your spouse, hey, I'm really overwhelmed right now. Can you do this while I do this? Can you help me with this? What can you help me with? And what can I do to help you? Help one another. Many hands make light work. Can afford to hire help. For me, I would really like to hire someone to come once a month and help me stay on top of the cleaning, and someone to come at least once a month to watch the kids so my husband and I can have a date night, because we don't live near family or anything. So I want to hire someone that I can trust with my children, and then I'd like to hire someone to help me with housework. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing this year to help myself stay on top of things. So if you can afford that, or if you can start saving to afford to hire some help, I highly recommend it. I always felt like that was such a waste of money because I can do it all myself, right? But I'm starting to really see the value in asking for help when you need it. Another thing you can do is start saying no more. I'm very much a people pleaser, and I'm starting to realize that that doesn't benefit anyone if I can't pour from an empty cup. So I want to start saying no to things that I don't want to do, that I don't feel passionate about. That doesn't mean I'm going to say no to everything. I have a little one on the stairs watching me. I see you over there. But just start saying no to things that you really don't want to do. And don't feel guilty about it. And you don't have to give an excuse. Give yourself some grace. Like I said many times, I'm a mother of 3, so some days it's hard to get everything done on my list. But as long as I'm getting something done, it's a win. Even if I don't complete everything on the list, I can move it to the next day or spread it out throughout the week if I feel like it's too much. But make sure you're giving yourself some grace. Like, I want to start working out more, but I don't feel like I have the time. So what I did yesterday, I played Just Dance with my kids. 2 songs. I got a 10-minute workout in, and I also played with my kids. I love going for a walk. That's one of my favorite things to do, pushing my baby in the stroller in my driveway while my kids play outside. Sometimes I'll go jump on the trampoline with them, and sometimes I just want to do a nice little stretch in the morning when I woke up, or when I wake up. and some days I want to do an actual workout. So if I can say, hey, if I can work out at least 2 days a week, I'm going to give myself some grace. I don't have to work out every day, but I want to work out at least 2 days a week. And if I can do that, and then if I have the motivation to do more, up to 5, 6, even 7 days a week, then that's great. But I'm going to give myself some grace to say, I'm going to do it a minimum of 2 days a week. If I can do more, wonderful. So make sure you're giving yourself some flexibility in your goals. Another thing I recommend is asking for, it goes along with asking for help, but ask for advice from like-minded people, other people that you look up to, other people who support you, or find groups like Facebook groups. I have panic disorder. I'm in a panic disorder group on Facebook. I'm in a homeschool moms group on Facebook. I'm in a mommy group on Facebook. But if you ever have a question or need some advice or just need to connect with someone who is in the same place as you, I highly recommend joining some groups to get advice, to learn from others who have already been in your shoes or already dealt with what you're going through. It has really helped me so much to connect with like-minded people, as well as here on YouTube on my channel. I have a little family here of people who support me and my family, and I can talk to and vent to and get advice from and feedback from. And I absolutely think it is critical, and it's so important to have a support person in your life. For me, that's my mom, my grandma, my husband, and I have a few friends. I'm not going to name them, but I have a few friends and people in my life who are very supportive of me, and whenever I need advice, those are the people I go to ask for advice or vent to, and I know that I'm safe there. So find your safe place in the world, and that will help keep you motivated to accomplish your goals. So I advise you to make time to read the book on the thing that you're interested in. If your goal is to learn something this year, look for the resources to do that. Go to the library, look it up online, you Google's your friend, YouTube. You can learn so many things on YouTube. If there's something you want to learn, figure out where to start to learn that. We're in the age of information, and we all have computers in our pockets. So if you want to learn something, go do your research. Use your time wisely. Allot some time. Like, I want to learn how to use Final Cut Pro this year. My husband got me a MacBook for Christmas last year, and I've been using Filmora Wondershare for years to edit my videos, but I want to learn how to use Final Cut Pro. So yesterday I started watching video tutorials on how to use that. So I'm going to be learning that this year. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So start looking for those self-help videos, those tutorials, the things that you want to learn. Look them up and just start. Just starting is how you start. So those are my tips for getting your life together this year, staying motivated, staying organized. Another thing I forgot to mention, declutter. Decluttering helps me so much to stay, it makes me so anxious when my house is cluttered. So decluttering often and frequently really helps me in all areas of my life. So I highly recommend decluttering. So those are all my tips and tricks for accomplishing your goals this year, and I hope this was helpful. And it was kind of all over the place, but these are just the things that I've been doing that have been working for me, and I think that they might be able to help you as well. So I thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Check the description for links to different things I've talked about in this video. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful year and you accomplish your goals. And yeah, I hope this helps someone in some way. Comment below with your tips on accomplishing your goals down below. Hi guys, I forgot to add that I also use my Amazon Alexa to set timers. I use my phone to set timers to get things done and set alarms like the kids' bedtime or time to wake up, obviously, time to make lunch, time to make dinner. Setting alarms and timers helps me tremendously. So that's another thing I wanted to add to the list. Thanks for watching. I love you all, and Jesus loves you too. God bless you. Bye.